Hello students, in today's lecture we are going to discuss about the channel capacity. Objective of today's lecture: to study channel capacity formula for noiseless as well as for the noisy channel, and we are going to solve some numerical on channel capacity for noiseless and for the noisy channel. So before going with the actual discussion, we'll just have a recap of few definitions which we are needed for channel capacity. The first one is, what is channel capacity? Channel capacity is a maximum rate at which the data can be transmitted over a given communication path or over channel under the given conditions. Then next formula or the next definition is the data rate. Data rate is always measured in a bit per second, rate at which data can be communicated under the impediments such as noise and all those things. It limits the data rate that can be achieved. Bandwidth, the bandwidth of a transmitted signal as a constant by the transmitter and the nature of a transmission media. Bandwidth is always measured in terms of a hertz. Noise is one of the most important impediments present in a communication path. It is one of the impediment of a communication path. Next is an error rate, rate at which the error occurs. It is always measured in a BER, that is a bit error rate. What is error? Error occurs if you are transferring a data as a 1 and you are receiving the data as a 0. That is called as an error. Then the formula or the definition for the channel capacity. The channel capacity is a very important consideration in the data communication. That is how fast we can send the data in bits per second. Now bits per second is the unit for channel capacity over a channel. What is the data rate limits? What are the parameters which limits the data rate? The maximum data rate limit over a medium is decided by the following factors. The first factor is the bandwidth of the channel on which we are transferring the data. Second one is the signal levels, the number of levels a signal is having. That's a 2-level signal or a 3-level signal. And the channel quality, the quality of a channel over which we are transferring the data, or the level of a noise present in that particular channel. Two theoretical formulas were developed to calculate the data rate. One by the Nyquist for the noiseless channel and another one is for the noisy channel. That formula is called as a Shannon formula. So these two are the formulas, and we are going to enlighten on these two formulas, and then we are going to solve some numericals on these two formulas only. So first formula is for the noiseless channel and it is called as a Nyquist bit rate, and the second formula is a Shannon capacity which is defined for the noisy channel. So before going with the Nyquist bitrate formula, one must to know what is the Nyquist theorem. Now Nyquist theorem states that to produce the original analog signal, the sample rate must be at least twice the higher frequency in the original signal. It is given by twice into Fmax, where Fmax defines the maximum or the highest frequency in the original signal. Nyquist rate is also called as a Nyquist sample rate. Sampling rate is inverse of a sampling interval. Sampling rate or the sampling frequency, which is given as Fs is equals to 1 by Ts. Then the formula, noiseless channel, the formula for finding channel capacity is called as a Nyquist bit rate. So Nyquist bit rate defines the theoretical maximum bit rate for a noiseless channel or for an ideal channel. The formula for maximum bit rate is bit per second is given as twice into bandwidth into log of L to the base of 2. So here, what is your BW? BW is a bandwidth of the channel and L is a number of signal level used to represent the data, and we are taking the log to the base of 2 only. Next formula is for the noisy channel. Now ideally we don't have any noiseless channel. Maximum channels which is present are the noisy channel. So the formula which is applicable for the noisy channel is called as the channel capacity formula, and it is given as bandwidth into log to the base to 1 plus signal to noise ratio. Now for finding channel capacity, we are not taking the help of L, that is the number of signal level. Here the term which is added is a signal to noise ratio. So here the C is the channel capacity in a bits per second, bandwidth is the bandwidth of the channel, and S by N is a signal to noise ratio of that particular channel. The channel capacity is also called as a Shannon capacity. The channel capacity do not depends on the signal level used to represent the data. Then few examples of Nyquist and the Shannon formulation. So let's begin with the first example. Example 1. Consider a noiseless channel with a bandwidth of 3000 Hz transmitting a signal with 2 signal levels. Calculate the maximum bit rate. Now here they have directly mentioned The given channel is a noiseless channel. So we are going to use which formula? So we are going to use the formula of a Nyquist channel. So the solution. So what parameters are given to us? So they have given the bandwidth, that is a 3000 hertz, and L, that is the number of level they have mentioned as a 2 signal level. So L is equals to 2. Now what they have asked us to find out? They have asked us to find out the maximum bitrate. Formula, as it is a noiseless channel, the formula is given as twice into bandwidth into log to the base to the L. Now we put all the value, and by putting all this value, your bandwidth is 3000, your L is 2, and we are taking log to the base 2. The maximum bit rates comes out to be 6000 bps. Bps stands for bit per second. Second example, consider the same. We have considered the same noiseless channel transferring the signal with 4 signal levels. Now for each level we send the 2 bits. Calculate the maximum bit rate. Now the same channel is used, but here the number of signal levels are shifted from 2 to 4. So what is the solution? So what is the given parameter? The bandwidth is given as a 3000 and L in this case is 4. They ask us to find out the maximum bit rate. The formula is same, that is a twice into bandwidth into log to the base 2. Here the L is given by 4. Now by solving this, our maximum bit rate comes out to be 12,000 bps, that is a bits per second. Third example. Now in third example, we need to send 265 kilobits over a noiseless channel with a bandwidth of a 20 kilohertz. How many signal levels do we need? Now in this condition, what they have given, first thing is the channel which we are using in this case is a noiseless channel. So by default we have to apply the formula of a Nyquist, and then bandwidth is given as a 20 kilohertz and the bitrate is given as a 265 kilobits per second, and they ask us to find out the number of signal level, that is L. What's the formula? The formula is a maximum bitrate is equals to twice into bandwidth into log to the base to the L. Now we put all these values. Now here as the focus is on the value of L, we just modify this formula, and what we are getting log to the base to L is given as, by interchanging the value, it is given as a maximum bitrate divided by twice into bandwidth. And now we put all those values and then we find out the antilog, and the value of L comes out to be 98.711. Now one thing is very important or interesting in this case, since this result whatever we are getting is not a power of a 2. We need to either increase the number of level or to reduce the bit rate. Now if we have take the consideration, if we have either 98 is not a power of a 2, so we just focus on the value which is nearby to 98.2, so we have 128 levels which is nearer to 98.7. So if you consider the level as 128, the bit rate is changed to 280 kilobits per second, and if you change or if you consider the second value of level as a 64 level, the bit rate is changed to the 240 kbps. Now this thing is very important, whenever this type of question comes to you and where the value of L is not a power of a 2, you have to select the nearby value. So if you are selecting the nearby value, there is also change in the bit rate, so that value you have to also mention. Next example. Consider an extremely noisy channel in which the value of a signal to noise ratio is almost 0. In other words, the noise is so strong that the signal is faint. What is the capacity of the channel? Now this is again one of the interesting question. Now here what they have given, we are given with an extremely noisy channel in which the value of a signal to noise ratio is almost 0. So here the value of signal to noise ratio is given as a 0. In other words, the noise is so strong that the signal gets faint. So what is the capacity? Now given signal to noise ratio is a 0. Now as this is a question on the noisy channel, the formula is given as bandwidth is equals channel is equals to bandwidth into log to the base to 1 plus signal to noise ratio. Now in this case, the signal to noise ratio is given as a 0. Now if my signal to noise ratio is 0, I put it in the formula log to the base to the 1, it comes out to be 0 and the channel capacity is 0. So what this means, if your signal to noise ratio is 0 or your noise is so strong it will faint the signal, the channel capacities comes out to be 0 regardless of a bandwidth. Why? Because the signal gets suppressed by the value of a noise and we are not transferring any data So as there is no data, or we cannot receive any data through this particular channel, and therefore the answers comes out to be 0. Next example, we can calculate the theoretically highest bitrate of a regular telephone line. A telephone line normally has a bandwidth of a 3000 hertz. So this is a normal formula, or this is a normal range of a telephonic line, that is a 3000 hertz, that is from 300 to 33 hertz, assigned for the data communication. The signal to noise ratio is usually 3162. For this channel, the capacity is calculated as, so we have to calculate the channel capacity for this particular condition. What is given to us, the signal to noise ratio is given as 3162, and the bandwidth comes out to be 3000 hertz. Now here, if they have not given the bandwidth of a telephonic line, so by default the value you have to consider as a 3000 hertz only. This is the standard value of the bandwidth of a telephonic line, that is a 3000 hertz. And for finding channel capacity, the formula is C is equals to bandwidth into log to the base to 1 plus signal to noise. You put on all those values and the channel capacity comes out to be 34860 bps, that is a 34,860 bits per second is the value of a channel capacity. Next numerical, we have a channel with a 1 megahertz bandwidth. The signal to noise ratio for this channel is 63. What is the appropriate bitrate and the signal level? Now here what they have given as the value or the bandwidth, that is a 1 megahertz, and along with that they have given as a signal to noise ratio. The signal to noise ratio is a 63, and they ask us to find out the bitrate and the signal level. So the formula for finding bitrate is BC is equals to bandwidth into log to the base to 1 plus signal to noise ratio. Here the bandwidth is 1 megahertz and the signal to noise ratio comes out to be 63. We put on the values and the channel capacity comes out to be, or the bitrate comes out to be 6 Mbps. The Shannon formula gives us the channel capacity of a 6 Mbps. That is the upper limit. For the better performance, we choose something lower, that is a 4 Mbps. Then we use the Nyquist formula for finding out the number of signal level. So for finding out the signal level, we have to consider the maximum bitrate which is lower than 6 Mbps, that is given as a 4 Mbps. So here we have considered that as a 4 Mbps. We put it in the formula of a Nyquist channel, and by solving this, my number of levels comes out to be 4. Next numerical, determine the data rate for a noiseless channel having a bandwidth of a 3 kHz and the 2 signal levels are used for transferring. Okay, so here what parameters are given to us? They have given SL is equals to 2, because it is directly given. The 2 signal levels are used to transmit the signal. The bandwidth is given as a 3 kHz. What's the bitrate? Bitrate is given as twice into bandwidth into log to the base to the L. We put on all those values and the bitrate comes out to be 6000 bits per second. Thank you for listening to my